Creativity is unlimited, and as a result, you need to be trying new things daily so that you can be more creative in your field as a graphic designer. And so, in this video, I'm about to show you how you can create your own shapes to take your design to the next level. If you're new here, kindly subscribe to this channel because over here I make videos about Photoshop, Illustrator, and even graphic design in general. So without much ado, let's get into the world of Photoshop. I'm about to show you how you can create these simple shapes. You are not limited to these shapes, but this tutorial is there for you to guide you so that you can know how you can create your own shapes. Yeah, it's a guide for you to create your own shapes in Photoshop. So let's get started. This one, let's first turn off the visibility by clicking on the eye here, and then I started by creating an ellipse, that is a circle. Click on the ellipse tool, then you click on shift. I used a perfect circle, so click on shift on the keyboard to create a perfect circle, and then click on the move tool, and then press on Ctrl T on the keyboard, then you right click on it and you select wall, and as you can see you have some grid on it. Just click on any edge of any of the edges of them, bring it inside or outside like that. Just manipulate it to your likeness, and then you are good to go. So let's say I like it like this, then I press on the check mark, and then I have my shape. You can transform it to fit the screen like that. So to transform shape, press on Ctrl T, and then you press on shift, as you can see, shift to get your uniform transformation. You can also press shift plus alt to get a very uniform one. You see that one, it scales it up and down. Basically it may not work for all the versions of Photoshop, so you can play around with the shift and the alt. Maybe one of them you click on only alt, and you see how it will transform it for you, and the other two combine them, and then you see how it will transform it for you. And so they keep on changing it since 2019, 2020, 2021 versions of Photoshop, so you can be checking around like that. And then how to lock layers to that one is very simple. Make sure that the layer is selected in the layers panel like this. Ellipse 3 is selected, so you just click on the padlock here, and then the layer is locked. That one you cannot move it. That one you cannot move it. And so if you want to unlock the layer, you just click on it. As you click on the padlock here, then you are good to go. So I will show you how you can use this shape effectively. Just click on Ctrl T to activate the transform edges, and then shift alt. That's what works for my version of Photoshop, and then you transform it out like this, then bring it down like that, and then as you can see I have formed some simple abstract background there. And then you can change the color to your likeness by clicking on FX here, then color overlay, and then you choose any color of your choice. If you're a beginner and you don't understand any of these, just subscribe to this channel and then comment down below. Very soon I'll create a video about this one, and I'll explain into detail what each of them means and what you can use them for. So just stay tuned, and very soon you will get understanding. Stay subscribed and then turn on the notification bell so that anytime I upload a video, you'll be the first person to be notified. This is not the only way of using it. You can also tilt it like this. Yeah, just bring it to the edge here, and see that curve arrow, just tilt it like that. You can also use it for your side. You can use it anywhere in your design to your preference. So we are done with this design. Let's move on to the others. And then moving on to this simple shape, I started by creating a polygon. So let's first switch off the current shape, and then let's start it all over again. So right click here, select your polygon tool, then make sure the size of the polygon is 6. Then you come over here, you draw your polygon nicely, click on the move tool to deactivate the edges, and then make sure you don't have any stroke, so you deactivate the stroke over here. Press Ctrl J to duplicate, and then you change the color of the duplicate so that you see what you are doing very well. And then you use the arrow keys on your keyboard to shift this one slightly from the one under it. So when you reach a place that you prefer, you just stop, and when you stop, make sure that you select the blue by clicking on Control on the keyboard and you pressing on the thumbnail, and then you see that the blue is selected. And when the blue is selected, you click on the polygon tool layer so that the polygon tools layer will be selected. Then you right click on it and you rasterize it. When you rasterize it, you click backspace on the keyboard. When you click backspace, you can see that something has happened over here. Then you come to the top layer, and then first of all you click on Ctrl D to deactivate the selection, and after that you click on backspace to delete the shape that was there. And then as you can see, we've gotten a new shape. Let's clear those small lines over there by just selecting the eraser tool, that's E on the keyboard, and then just clear these things. This is what I duplicated to get that 2 arrows. So let's say Ctrl J on the keyboard to duplicate, Ctrl J, and then you can see very nice one here. Okay, so let's move on by creating this simple shape. First of all, let's deactivate the layer. Let's make it invisible. Then I started by creating a rectangle. So let's come here, select our rectangle tool and draw our rectangle here. And then I made sure that there's no stroke, so this one no stroke. Then I created a triangle. Before you create a triangle, make sure that the rectangle is not selected. Let's select another layer that will make the rectangle deselect. Right click on the shape like this, and then you select your triangle tool and you draw your rectangle. And then after drawing the rectangle, I want to make sure that there is no stroke. Press on Ctrl T, then right click on it and you flip vertical. Then you position it at where you want it. So let's say somewhere here. I say okay, click on the check mark, and then I'll make sure that the rectangle is on top of the triangle, like how it has been done here. And then I'll just select all of them. So I'll click on the rectangle 7 and then triangle 1. So I'll first select the rectangle 7 like this, and then click on Control to select the triangle 1 in addition to the rectangle 7. Then I'll right click on both of them, then I'll search for merge shapes. And when you click on merge shapes like this, you now have a single shape here. So 2 shapes has been merged to form a single shape. That's very simple to do. And just add your coloring by coming here, effects, color, overlay, and then any color that you want. It goes like that. Okay, I don't want the video to be that long, that's why I'm moving a little bit faster, but I think you can follow along. You can even watch it as many times as you can until you get it. Here too, we have a simple logo icon over here that we want to create. It's very simple. Let's first unseen it here. I started with the ellipse tool. So right click on the shape, then you click on ellipse tool and you create your perfect circle. So I created a perfect circle like this, and then I position it at somewhere here. Now I duplicated it, as Ctrl J on the keyboard, created it like this. Then I change the color of the top one, or let's say any of them. First of all, make sure that you don't have any stroke on them. So I change the color of one of them so that I'll know the difference. Now that you have known the difference, now select one of them. So let's select the first one first. So press on Control on the keyboard, then click on the thumbnail like this, and then click on Control Shift I to select outside the black circle here. And then you make sure that the blue circle has its layer selected. Then you right click on it, then you rasterize it. Pick your eraser tool, that's E on the keyboard, and then you clean the other parts like this. So after cleaning the other part like that, press on Ctrl D on the keyboard to deselect, and then you delete the black circle. So you now have this simple shape over here. So you want to rotate it slightly, so Ctrl T, and then you click on Shift on the keyboard to try and rotate. So that one to give you a precise degree. So you say 0, 15, 30, 60, 45, 60, and the rest. Just want to rotate it 30 degrees. So after that, we click on Ctrl J to duplicate. After duplicating, we press on Ctrl T to select, and then we click on flip horizontal. Then we click on a check mark, then we move it slides like here, and then here we are. Our icon is ready for any other letter, and then we add our colors that we want. Let's say gradient overlay. Gradient overlay. Let's pick something red like this, and then effects here, gradient overlay, and then something nice like that. So that's it. Finally, that's it for this video. And as you can see, this video is a little bit complicated for beginners. So as a beginner, I will encourage you to watch this video more than once so that you get the understanding very well. Subscribe to this channel and then like this video. Comment down below, let me know your thoughts. See you again in my next video. If you want to learn more about graphic design and Photoshop in general, just click the video on the screen. Until next time guys, quench not your creativity. Peace.